There is a statue of a Hindu god dancing inside the world's largest particle collider. It stands on the grounds of CERN, where physicists smash matter apart to see what it's made of. And next to it, a plaque quotes a physics book to explain why it's there. To understand how that happened, we have to go back to a man walking alone through a park in Copenhagen in 1926, repeating a question that bordered on despair. Werner Heisenberg asked it like this: "Can nature possibly be as absurd as it seemed to us in these atomic experiments?" For 3 centuries, Western civilization had rested on a comforting machine. Built by Descartes, crowned by Newton, a universe of dead matter moving through absolute space and clockwork time. Objective, soulless, separable into parts. Then physicists reached inside the atom, and the ground didn't crack. It dissolved. The Epistemological Wall. Matter was not made of tiny billiard balls. It was made of probability, of tendencies to exist, and the line between observer and observed simply stopped being there. Ordinary language breaks when something is a particle and a wave at once. So does a Zen koan. Not a riddle with a clever answer, but a trap built to exhaust the analytical mind until something else takes over. Niels Bohr noticed the resemblance and went looking for it directly, traveling east not for decoration, but for an epistemology that could survive the paradox. Julius Robert Oppenheimer put it plainly years later, reflecting on what atomic physics had taught him. The ideas were not, in his words, wholly unfamiliar. Buddhist and Hindu thought had given them a more considerable and central place long before physics caught up. The dynamic web and Shiva's dance. In classical physics, empty space was nothing. In quantum field theory, the vacuum is alive. A sea of particles flickering into existence and vanishing again, endlessly. Matter isn't a substance, it's a rhythm. In the caves of Elephanta, sculptors carved Shiva Nataraja centuries before anyone imagined a particle accelerator. His dance holds creation, preservation, destruction, and release in one continuous gesture. What a physicist sees in a bubble chamber photograph, mass becoming energy, energy becoming mass, particles trading existence back and forth, is not a machine running its parts. It's closer to what the Avatamsaka Sutra calls the Net of Indra, an infinite lattice where every knot is a jewel reflecting every other jewel. Touch one strand, and the whole net moves. Physicist David Bohm had his own name for this: unbroken wholeness. The idea that separate things are a useful illusion, not a fact about the world. This is the idea that, decades later, would earn Shiva a place at CERN, the other side of the room. When Fritjof Capra published The Tao of Physics in 1975, he wasn't the first physicist to notice the resemblance, but he was the one who turned it into a bestseller. Not everyone in his field thanked him for it. Critics inside physics were blunt. Some called it a fusion of language, not of substance. A book built on selecting quotations that sound alike, from people who mostly agreed on nothing else. Physicist Victor Stenger went further, dismissing the whole genre as quantum quackery. Their objection wasn't mystical arrogance. It was a simple, fair question. Does an equation resembling a metaphor mean the metaphor is true? Or does it just mean human language runs out of options in both places? That question hasn't been settled. Maybe it can't be. But here's what's easy to miss in that argument. Capra never claimed Lao Tzu had solved the Schrödinger equation. His real point was smaller and harder to dismiss. A science that treats the cosmos as a pile of disconnected dead parts tends to produce a civilization that treats nature the same way. You don't have to believe Shiva is dancing in the vacuum to notice that the metaphor got something right. So where does this leave us? Classical certainty is gone, and nothing has fully replaced it. Not the mechanistic view, and not the mystical one either. What's left is a threshold. Science doesn't need mysticism to run its experiments. Mysticism doesn't need science to justify its insight. But maybe the rest of us need something both of them are pointing at. We were never watching the dance from behind glass. We're in it. If this is the kind of question you want sitting with you a little longer, Cam Torak follows it further. Every week, into the next room. Please share and subscribe.